Hello, hello, hello. Been a while on YouTube. Um, I don't know. I've been kind of busy, living, making music, just being happy, peace of mind. Today, I want to talk about foundation. I know I've talked about it before, but I got some examples to give. um, well, I haven't seen my children in a while because my narcissistic ex-wife is still playing her games, even though we had an agreement in court, agreement in mediation. She's still playing her narcissistic games. But now she's gaslighting my children, so I don't know. It's not good. But all we can do is not give up, fight. We gotta put our feet down, get that confidence in God, and fight. They can't stop us. They can't. This is the level. I I've never been at this level before, so I don't know. But this level is the level where I guess we call just chill. There, whoever or whatever made us depressed, these people will continue to find other supply. I mean, whether they discarded us, abandoned us, or whatever, they've already had somebody in mind. That's how it works. It's just been going on for years. I mean, but all we can do is just love yourself. Still forgive them, but I mean, you gotta let them know. You put your foot down. You gotta let them know. No, they can't walk on you no more. You exposed them. Their evil ways don't work. Their psychological their psychological pills that they put on us aren't going to work anymore. It doesn't because they just want to control those pills that they give us. They're controlling us. Some people need them. A lot, most of us don't. But what you got to do is find whatever is going to keep that chemical imbalance in check. Um, Food, drinks, no beer, but just keep moving forward. That peace of mind, sleep. Once you get peace of mind, sleep happens. Oh my God, many, 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 many years, I didn't sleep. Last 3 weeks, every day sleep. Um, the chapter I'm in right now is well almost over. New Year's is almost here, but God is teaching me patience and also showing me self love. And it's a lot easier to, you know, I don't know. I I don't know. I have two sides of me now. I have the calm, loving Uncle Jimmy dad side. That's you know I love people, love myself, I just like helping people. That side. And then there's the blunt, God fearing, you know, not timid, just confident, and blunt because I'm not afraid to tell what's on my mind. Whatever I say is usually the truth, and I usually have not just experience, with evidence and examples. But what we have to do is we got to remember that you know we went through some things. A lot of people don't understand them, so don't don't go start telling people if these people are lying. Don't even worry about them. Forget about them. Get them off your head. They they don't need to be in your head. They don't need to be in your mind. They don't need to be in your heart. Block them. All you got to do is open your heart. Remember, first step, pray. Say prayers. God answers prayers. God answers all the prayers. And be careful because there are evil people that say they believe in God. The devil believes in God. The devil knows the Bible. Be careful. it's not hard to tell an evil person. Just don't listen to the words. I mean, don't look in their eyes. You can tell an evil person by their heart. And if you're focused and love yourself and got that peace of mind, you can usually tell these people, and they're easy to push away. Just tell them to get away. Tell them devil leave, whatever. And and things will get better. They will. God promises they will get better, but you gotta have faith. Believe. Not only believe in God, but you gotta follow God. You gotta do the commandments. Do godly work. And if narcissist or whoever makes you depressed attacks you again, walk away. If you can't walk away, then if you physically can't walk away, then you need to call someone that can help you get out of that situation. Because if you're in a situation where you can't get away, you need to get out of that situation. The simplest thing is just leave and don't come back, or talk to somebody. But I mean, talk, converse. I mean, message somebody, but be careful when you message somebody, because when you're messaging or texting, you don't know who you're talking to. It could be anyone. Um, Phone calls are probably the best. Hearing someone's voice, that way you can hear the messages. And I have some triggering words my ex-wife used to use on me all the time. This is one way she used to do it. I remember she would do it weeks at a time. Her eyes. My thing was I was legally blind, and I have bad eyesight, but I still could see her eyes. I noticed I have a bunch of phrases written down. I'm going to eventually put them online, but there's phrases that they use to love bomb us, just to gaslight us. Um, Telling you it's on your head. When you see something and they tell you it's not in your head and you doubt yourself, that's gaslighting. If you get a gut feeling, it's usually true. But that it's all in your head. When you see something or when you question something and they tell you something different, they try to alter your reality. What you see or what you hear, a person that tries to alter that tells you didn't hear or you didn't say that. I mean, some people joke. You gotta know when they're joking, they'll probably usually say, "I'm just joking." But I mean, they'll tell you that yeah, it's all in your head, or I didn't do that, or you didn't hear that, or just simple things. Anything that makes you doubt yourself when you're in your reality and someone uses their voice or whatever eyes and to alter your reality, to tell you that your reality isn't right, is gaslighting. And for someone to tell you how to feel, yeah, I noticed my ex-wife used to do that a lot. She used to say I used to tell her how to feel. No, what she was doing was, I noticed she used to do that a lot at certain times, and she used the eyes. But they used to tell you how. She used to say, "Don't tell me how to feel when I'm not trying to tell." Because when you're trying to, say trying to show emotion or passion towards a loved one, or someone you're in a relationship with, a family member, whatever, and you're trying to show emotion with them, and they use that emotion against you. It's in there's a reason. I mean, they're hangry, or I don't know, but there's a reason. There's different reasons. And if they're not hungry, if they're eating, if they're not drunk or whatever, and they're just being whatever they're being, just be careful. And be careful what you tell your partners. I mean, I told my ex-wife, every single thing about me, and she turned around and used it all against me. And she got a lot of people to believe I was crazy. Well, I was, because she altered my reality for years, many years. I remember in 2017 I started taking Latuda, and I was allergic to Latuda. And after the first week, I let my ex-wife know about it and the doctor. And she told me if I wanted to be married and raise my children, I had to stand in the Latuda. So the loving husband and I love my wife. You know, I now know, even then she didn't feel the same. Even when we got married, she didn't feel the same. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's her upbringing. I don't know. I mean, I guess I understand. Well, I don't know. But just, you got to be careful. Just don't tell everybody anything unless it's your soulmate. And it's hard to tell if a person's your soulmate, but I've learned that there are five steps in marriage, and I made it to the third step. Well, actually, I made it to the fourth step, but as a married man, my ex-wife and I made it to the third step. The third step is like things happen, fights, and but the big things, separation and stuff. The big thing is if a couple can get over all that and get past anything like that and still survive, they will last forever. I made it by myself to the fourth step, so now I understand the fourth step. I'm not married, single, but I know now my next wife, because there will be a next wife, but my next wife is, we're going to make it to that fifth step. And there is a bonus if you get to the fifth step. And if you get that bonus, oh my God, not a lot of people do it. It's like heaven on earth. And there's really only one way, because these people that make it to the fifth step, they all not really religious people, but they all have God in their lives, in their relationship. And that's one thing. You want God in your relationship. You want God in your life. You want God in your heart. And we can have a peace of mind. It's an amazing feeling. Oh my God, it is. And once you have peace of mind and you get to sleep, and once you get to sleep, then you'll heal your heart, your mind, your body. You'll have energy, and you want to do things, and just you start healing. But again, got to take that first step. And if you've made that first step, I pray for you. But just we all, I can't tell you what the steps to take to heal depression. I can give my examples, because my examples did work. I no longer, even my daughter was trying to gaslight me earlier. I mean, she thought she was gonna get to me. My daughter called me Jim. I mean, like she was supposed to hurt me. That's my name. So I told her I love her, and she blocked me because I was asking if her mother was going to violate the court order again. And apparently, yeah. So, but you gotta forgive them. You gotta forgive them. But one thing we gotta do is you gotta remember, we gotta take care of our baggage. You don't want to jump into stay single. It's not easy. God said it's not going to be easy, but God said it's going to be possible, and it's going to be worth it. It really is. I mean, I don't have much. I'm not a very materialistic person. I'm not. I've never been a materialistic person. Um, I, I don't know. I like helping people. It's always been about helping people, and I hope my podcast can help one, two, three. I hope my podcast can help a lot of people, because there's a lot of beautiful in this world. There really is, and the beauty is all from God, people. I don't care what people say. I don't care what I don't care what all atheists say, whatever. All the beauty is from God. As spiritualists, they tell you the same thing. And for all you non-believers, all you atheists, I gotta thank you, because if it weren't for God, we would not have atheists. Think about it. But anyway, just keep the faith. Love yourself. Just get to exercise. Isolation was a big part of me healing this time, and the other two times my wife kicked me out and did this shit. Yeah. It happens. But I guess I guess I am crazy. That's what love does, though. When a person loves somebody, they do shit like that. But when they love themselves, they walk away from shit like that too. But you gotta love yourself. You gotta love people. You gotta love God. You gotta just put all those three in one lifetime, and it can be amazing. I, I don't even know what to say. I can't believe that today is New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's, everybody. I probably won't be on here tonight. I might be because I wrote some songs. I wrote a song earlier. Um, I wrote some lyrics to a song, and it is about it was about the last 3-4 years of my life of well, people, they don't understand what I've been. I mean, I could tell them, but there's, oh, people don't do that. Yeah, people do that. So I am giving examples, and I'm not giving names, but I'm giving examples, and I'm giving situations. I'm giving trigger trigger words. I'm giving, you know, just different phrases with eye movement, and yes, they use it all, people. They use it all. They have some very tricky ways. They manipulate people very good. And and I feel sorry for any person that gets with these people, the these narcissists. I mean, because they're gonna love bomb them right away. And I pray for them. I still pray for all these other people. But hey, I gotta love me, because no one's got me but me and God. But I don't know. I can handle God having me, because I've been I've been good. It's very good. Very. It's been many years. I can say that, many years. It's an amazing feeling, and just just, oh, I know. I do know that 2022 is my healing process is complete, kind of. I mean, I don't know. We're always healing, so we're not really complete, but everybody's healing from something every day. But I mean, I no longer cope. Coping is a recovery process. I don't cope anymore. I have coping skills if I need them, but I don't know. I got into habits of doing things like cooking and cleaning and making music, and doing all my businesses and everything. But it keeps me busy. But I learned patience, and I learned to balance my life, my work, my my work and my music and exercise, whatever it is. So sad to say, as I don't do anything. I don't know. I'm a musical geek, I guess, or nerd, whatever people want to say. Um, I don't know. I just hope, I pray that everybody that watches this message, I hope that you guys have an awesome New Year's. Stay safe. People in the snowy states, uh, be careful driving in the snow and ice. People in the sunny states, please come pick me up. I want to go to the beach. And yeah, check out my music. I got some new music out. I got a new one called Blinding Love. They haven't released it yet, but it should be released today or tomorrow. But I have other ones that are pretty good. But I I can't say I would never have done this if all these lessons wouldn't have done. It, it could have, but it would have been longer because I was slowly doing it. But once I figured out, my path, when after talking to my therapist, um, I'm give, I'm going okay. I want to say what, in 2017 when I met my therapist, where she told me my first thing was my thing was she asked me what I wanted. Okay, I'm gonna give you. It's not a therapy session, but I'm gonna give you my example of my therapy session. Okay, she asked me what I wanted when I first went there, and I was a mess. I I I don't know. I was a mess. I was paranoid and just I was broken. I was mentally and physically, and my heart was broken in 2007, 2016, 2017. But it was a long journey. But she told me, she asked me what I wanted, and I told her, I wanted to be a good father, a good husband, a good worker, just a helper, just a good person all around. And that's where she said okay, and she would help me. And then she asked me, it's like, well, what are you gonna do if your wife doesn't accept your love? I was like, my wife loves me. She will. Well, it didn't happen. And she told me, she said, well, the, there's a thing called options. I've never done options before because I've never been that type of person. Well, I can't do this. I'm gonna do this. No, I've always been the kind of person that tried to stick to you know one person. But I try. Sometimes you can't because it's not right. It's not right. But I told her, and she told me I should pick at least a second road, a second path, or another path. Have the path for healing myself, becoming the person I wanted to be, and then have the path that if she didn't accept my love, the path I was going to take. And I, I, I didn't believe it. Well, sure enough, I after isolating myself a little bit and doing my prayers, my exercise, and you know, I that's when I started taking those meds, and it was painful. It was very painful. Um, but I did it to heal myself because I wanted to be that person. I wanted to be the good husband, the good father, the good provider. That's what I wanted to be. So that's why I took those two. Because I mean, it wasn't because she said I had to do it. She said I had to do it, but I wanted to be there, to teach my kids skills, raise my kids. So I went home, worked. Took me a minute. I've been a worker since I was 8 years old. I've been working in the fields and ever since then. But 2017, I didn't work much. I didn't want to work, and I was off. A lot of people asked me, and they're like, "What's wrong?" I don't know. I've always been a worker. Even with bad eyes, I still found something. But yeah, just it's one thing they do is they destroy your mind, but they can't destroy your mind if you don't let them destroy your heart. I found out it's one way of blocking a narcissist. I'm not saying build walls. Do not build walls. Totally opposite. You build walls, they're gonna knock them down and they're gonna destroy you. You really want to stop a narcissist? Open your heart. Show them God. They're not gonna want anything to do with you. They'll show you right away who they are. They will. I mean, they could say they believe in God. I mean, one of the main reasons I married my ex-wife is because she was Catholic, and she said she was a church person. Well, her family was. I'm the one that took my kids to church all them years. We weren't. The only reason we got married in the church is because I was attending. She never went. Her and the mother said that we don't need God. Me and my kids don't need God. Yeah, yeah. I I I didn't take it to heart, but I tried to explain to her. Yeah. I'm never losing God. No. I God is part of me. God is part of my family. God is part of the world. And I accept that. I do. And I know God has a journey for me. God has a lot of people that he wants me to help. I mean, a lot. I am, if I could see right, if I could drive right now, I would be in Kentucky helping them build the state. I really wish. I really wish I could. I mean, but I don't have a vehicle because I kind of got an accident. I totaled it in July. But yeah, we need to help. Just helping people. If you're an empath and you're depressed, helping people or who can help a little bit. I'm not saying it will help. I mean, just do something for somebody that you know that they will never be able to repay you, and don't ever expect anything in repayment. Just to do it. It's that's a step in a different direction. Because if you start doing that, you will change fast. I mean, because if you start doing things like that, God will bless you and send. It's if we do God's work, God will show us abundance. But we can't do God's work if we're depressed, and we can't do God's work if we're depressed and we go further than depression. And that's why I'm here. I know I haven't made a video in a few weeks. Got lazy. I don't know. Got sleep, but I got lazy. I know 2022 it's gonna be the best. It's gonna be up there with the best time in my life because I mean I can honestly say my children, all four of my children being born were very important. I love all my children. And I told my daughter earlier, I put my kids above any woman, even their mothers, even their mothers. But I mean, I have, I'll show them respect when, they show me respect. I try. I mean, I even talk to my oldest son's mother, but it's, just kind of friendship type thing. I don't go calling her or anything, but I talk to her. We have that I don't know, I'm not gonna say relationship, but we have that understanding, I guess, because she's seen how I raised my son. She did, and I kept my son off the streets. I sacrificed, put my son in a Catholic school for a while. I didn't have a vehicle. I was taking the bus. I was working part time, going to school full time, and taking care of my kid, cooking, cleaning, walking, doing everything. I did that I did that for years, and she's seen how I did that, and she did. She said thank you because I love my kids. I try to keep them off the street, try to keep them out of gangs and all the other bullshit that's in this world. Try to keep them with God. I did, but yeah, I apologize. I'm tired. Um, I don't know. I hope you guys are not depressed. I know tonight's New Year's Eve. I don't know. I know New Year's Eve, a lot of things happening, but I got a favor to ask. Those of you that are depressed and want to drink, um, think about it. I mean, I want to drink, but I don't feel like it. I mean, go to a friend's house that doesn't drink, or buy tea or some water, coffee. Buy some coffee. Have some Big B or some Starbucks before you go to a party or something. And don't drink. Drink coffee. Don't sneak like amaretto and all the other good stuff in there. I know it. I used to drink. That's some good stuff. But just
have a good time, enjoy yourself. I would say eat lots of food, but you gotta remember, you eat a lot of food, you gotta do a lot of exercise, get the weight off. I mean, I know I gotta try to keep my weight down because I have diabetes and high blood pressure and aneurysms and all kinds of other good stuff. But I'm alive, and that doesn't even bother me because we all we're all gonna die one way or another. I mean, we don't have time, but we have all the time in the world. If you focus and keep your foundation strong, no one can knock you down. No one can do anything. They can try. They won't succeed because if your foundation is strong, it's like the three bed or the three little pigs. Remember, that last one's made out of brick, and you are the brick. God is the brick in your heart. But it's a strong brick, but the love is soft and strong at the same time. Remember that. Because God is not hard love. God is a soft, passionate love that, share a sunset. Look at a sunset, close your eyes, and just absorb the warmth. That's God's love, people. It's an amazing feeling. It is. You guys gotta just keep believing. It will get better. Took me 4 years to finally love myself. Well, that was 4 years. I don't even remember. I forgot. So I don't worry about it no more. I can actually talk about it and it doesn't bother me anymore. I I moved on, but I'm moving on. I don't know. I'm not waiting for anybody. I'm doing my things. I mean, because I want to be. I Us depressed people understand it. We don't want to be alone. I don't want to be alone. But I mean, I we have to take care of our baggage first before we can get in another relationship. You guys don't want to jump in another relationship, a rebound relationship, and meet another bad person, a narcissist. You don't want to do that because you will. That's what will happen if you just jump into relationships. What you got to do is talk with God, ask God if relationship is of Him. God will let you know one way or another, either yes or no. If relationship is for you, then God will anoint it. But God doesn't pick the people for us unless you ask God for guidance. We all have free will. We can do whatever we want within limits. You do some certain shit, and a lot of people, whatever. Keep the commandments. Just it's common sense, people. If we don't need to write a bunch of laws to be governed. Our living is common sense. You eat, you sleep, you drink, you have fun. If you have kids, you raise kids. If you don't have kids, you have fun, or you work, you help people. It, I mean, there's a lot more to life than just that, but it just it's a start. I don't know, just find activities that make you happy. I mean, walks. I know wintertime in some states is hard because of the snow, but I mean, hey, I don't know how young a lot of you are, but hey, snow's fun. I mean, people like skiing, people like sledding. If you can't stand up on skis, go sledding. Go by, get a toboggan, or go to buy one of those plastic sleds at Walmart or Kmart, or not Kmart, but Meyer or something, and go sledding. Exercise. Breathe that fresh air, and don't forget, breathe. See, teach your tongue. Oh, that's funny. Anyway, have a good day. Love yourself. Stay away from, I don't know. Just have a wonderful day, people. Enjoy yourselves tonight. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with drinking. Pace yourself. Don't slam beers. If you're going to drink, just pace yourself. Don't drink and drive. Have somebody. If you're depressed, call somebody. I suicide hotlines are not out of the question. I mean, they're there for a reason. I wish I could. I would work for one if I could, but I I have a lot of other things I got to do. I mean, you never know. You go part time, but that's just to help somebody. Just life is worth living, people. It is. No matter what the government thinks they're going to do to us, God's got us. God's shifting this earth, and the universe is unleashing just like this manifestation that is it's unbelievable. If anybody knows a spiritualist, ask them. They'll tell you. I'm not a spiritualist, but I'm just saying. Ask them. They'll let you know. It's an amazing feeling, people. And usually the people that are depressed are empaths. I mean, but you got to be careful. Some people will look depressed and not be depressed. I don't know, because I don't know. But you got to remember, we all have problems. But I mean, when a person uses their problems to impact it, inflict pain, mental abuse, anything else on another person, that's not right. And then it doesn't matter. I mean, I know I don't snap anymore. I get stern. I have a low voice, this loving Uncle Jimmy voice, I call it, when I'm talking to my nieces. But I have this voice, or I get my put some bass in my voice and I talk loud. It's like I'm singing my diaphragm. I got a lot of practice. And I talk loud. It's not yelling. It's because if I was yelling, I think it would be high pitched. My voice stays deep and get loud. And I get stern. And I usually say a lot of, I don't know, but the words that I say, I'm not thinking. They're just rolling out. And it's like, I don't know. And usually it's biblical sometimes. A lot of times it's biblical, but otherwise I don't know, it's just experiences, or it's answers to questions that people don't want to know, but they ask. So I tell them. If I don't know the answer, I'll find the answer. But we need to help each other. Um, I wish there was a way I could help people more with depression. Right now I have this podcast. I do have a skills class, or not class, but skills. What do you call it? PowerPoint presentations. I have a couple of those for any of younger people that any single parents, or any younger people that, or even older, anybody that wants just a little information about like jobs that are hiring, or people that are hiring, what they're looking for, what kind of skills they're looking for. I have two PowerPoint presentations with all the industries broken down in different sections, the skills that they're looking for, the skills, how you can obtain some skills. I even gave some examples of a few skills. So, hey, put them up, learn those skills, put them on your resume, because if you put them on your resume, people will hire you. The more skills you have, the better in life it is. Because I don't know, you can do anything. Because I know eventually here, my journey is going to be on the road, helping people, building. Um, and I don't know when, but yeah, my company will be at not, it'll be multiple states. I've already contacted people in other states, and it's going to be multiple states. Um, right now it's a nonprofit. I can't charge people to teach God skills. They're a blessing for me, and I can't charge for that. Um, so I'm sharing my gifts and skills with whoever needs them, whoever wants them. I mean, if there's anything I can do, I mean, I can help. I mean, a few weeks ago, I don't know anything about HVAC, but a few weeks ago, I tore apart my heater unit and rebuilt it, and it works. It was out for 2 weeks. Finally, it took 2 weeks for the part to come in, and I fixed it. Took it apart, fixed it. Didn't know what I was doing, but I know a little. I know electrical. I know circuitry, and I know a few other things. Well, for me, it's common sense because I understand HVAC in cars. I know how to fix cars HVAC. It's kind of the same concept, but see, I use one skill to fix another skill. See, but it's one thing. Learn skills. The more skills you learn, if you're learning skills, you're not being depressed. Learning helps. It's frustrating sometimes. You just gotta learn patience. If if anybody takes that first step and prays, I'm asking to ask for a few things. Ask for confidence. Ask for um, you don't want to ask for too much, but certain things at first. You don't want to ask for the wrong things. God will give you whatever God thinks you need to heal yourself. But ask for confidence. Ask for understanding. Ask God to help you understand the lessons you're learning, because every season we end, no matter if we're being hurt or if we're being loved, if we're being happy, every chapter, every season is a learning experience. Um, I learned what I've learned the most from my divorce is I'm not perfect. I am not perfect. I know I'm not perfect, but I, I I tell myself, I tell people this. I'm not perfect, but I would help, whatever. Or and not and but I know my faults. I fixed my faults. And all my faults I fixed. And I guess it was my baggage, but I don't know. I mean, because I'm saying this because relationship is two people. A one-sided relationship is not good. It's what we had at the, I don't even know when it started, but that's what we had because I don't know. But you got to be careful because if you're loving somebody with all your heart, all your mind, all your soul and body, and they're not, and you feel that they're not showing them, the best thing to do is communicate. Communication is key. Remember, I talked about that in a few of the other podcasts. Communication. You gotta have communication. You start talking to your significant other, your whatever, your family member, whatever. You start talking to them. Communication. You gotta have communication. The reason I asked for patience and ask for patience and something else because patience will help you when you're talking with this communication skill. Because communication is a skill. Not everybody can talk. There's a lot of people that can't. Um, I don't know. Empaths usually, if you're an empaths are usually leaders and just I don't know, caring people. So doctor, police. There's empaths all over in every part of the world. There's empaths. The caring people. But the majority of empaths, usually get hurt. Not all of them do, but majority of them do because we're trusting people, we're loving people, and we give people our heart. But there's the way I found out to protect your heart is to open your heart. You keep your heart open. They can't hurt you, and don't build walls. Because once you open your heart, your mind will start thinking, and your heart and your mind will join together, and it'll bond. And you'll heal yourself. It'll take some time, but then your brain will start working. Eat brain food, whatever brain food is. Be careful with sugar. A lot of sugar can give you diabetes. I say sugar because to me, I'm gonna say probably a bad example, but I was saying it the other day. I was trying to be. I have a sense of humor now, but I was saying to somebody the other day, I drank about this much of a Coca Cola, and 2 minutes later, the sugar hit me, and I was like, I told people I was like, I was on cocaine, and I was joking. It was a joke, but I told him because I drank Coke, and he was, and it literally, I hadn't eaten or had sugar in a while, and or a few days, but I literally started just shaking, and yeah, sugar, too much sugar is bad. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying too much sugar is bad. Be careful with the sugar and brain food. You want brain food. Um, Whatever makes you think. Um, Comfort food, and I like vegetables and fruits and vegetables. I also like steaks and hot dogs, but we got to be careful what we put in our body because our bodies are temples, and they're not ours. Our bodies belong to God, or spiritualists would say the universe, but I me I belong to God, and it's it's an amazing journey. Huh. Another thing I've noticed is my brain doesn't run like or I don't even know the word anymore. My brain has stopped doing the crazy jumping around, thinking of this, thinking of that. I don't do that anymore. I I I can now control it. I start thinking of something bad. I can instantly tell myself to stop. But I just got to figure out how to stop those images or those bad thoughts from entering my mind at all. But they're easy to get out now because I control me. They don't control me anymore. Actually, they never did, but they thought they did. But um, just we gotta love each other. I don't know. I just hope nobody goes out there and does anything stupid and not being depressed, being around other people, seeing people happy. Because I've been there, done that. I don't know. I just hope everybody has a good time and enjoys himself. And it's New Year's, get out of depression mode. The way I don't know, I've heard things in many years. That whatever we're doing at the New Year is is gonna be like what we're doing in the beginning of the year or the year or something. I don't understand that because I'm gonna be doing the same thing I'm doing now. I don't know. Probably be sober, but I don't know. I don't even think about beer anymore. I mean, I'll drink a can of beer in a small glass with ice. But I don't know. I know alcohol ruined my mind, and so did the pills. But I use alcohol as my scapegoat. I did. It didn't get me violent, but it got me vocal, and it got me suicidal. So I don't even think about getting drunk anymore. I think more about the things I want to do than I do beer or anything, even food. I'd rather go walk on a pier hand in hand with a beautiful woman than I would drink a beer. Or we can go to sit at a bar and drink a few beers and then walk in the pier, and jump in the pier. I don't know. There's nothing wrong with drinking. I don't mind drinking, but I can't drink around anybody. Some people that they want their mission is to get drunk. I can't do that no more. I'm not. I am not gonna. I am not sacrificing my future for beer. I am not. My heart is open, and my one of these days, I'm going to have not just going to be me. It's going to be a woman, and I don't know. I don't know. Woman, kids, woman, not kids, woman, have kids. I don't know. I don't know. That part's up to God, but I know. I don't know. I am. I am enjoying being alone, but I don't know. I'm ready. I'm ready to move. Well, I'm ready to move on, but I'm ready to move into the next phase of my chapter with whoever God is going to put in my life. I know. I don't think I've met her yet. I don't know. But there's been a lot of women that I taught. I don't flirt with them, but just people that message me, emails. I have no idea how they got my email address, but I talk. I just don't. I let them know that I'm not trying to do any dating sites or anything like that. But just I don't know, put God in our lives, and the beauty will come, the love will come, and if the love doesn't come, go out there and find the love. Take the love to the person. Be careful. Love yourselves. Have a good afternoon, good morning, good coffee. If you drink, make sure you drink water, beer, water, however you guys do it. Stay hydrated. All right, love all you guys. Have a good New Year's. Enjoy yourself and listen to my new music. All right, have a good one. See ya.